Hey guys, what's up? How you doing? In today's video, we're going to be starting a Will I Buy It series on the channel. It was originally started by Samantha March. She originated these videos. So thank you to her for creating this series and also the community playlist where everyone can put their videos onto one playlist for everybody to watch. I think it's just really, I don't know, it's really cool. It's really cool. So basically a Will I Buy It video is where I talk about new makeup releases and whether I want to purchase them or not, and talk a little bit about each of the products and what I think about them and that cool stuff. So if you're interested in that type of video, stay tuned for the rest. Okay, so I'm literally looking through Instagram while I talk. So if I'm looking down, that is why. This first thing is a close-up of highlighters, 3 highlighters. I love highlighters by Lux Beauty. They are the Shine Bright highlighters in 3 colors. They have mermaid water, rose taupe, and melted gold. So Lux Beauty I am not familiar with. I've never actually heard of any products coming from them or the brand in general. It says each of these highlighters will be $20 each and they have 6 grams of product. So that's a lot of product and I don't think $20 is terrible. I mean, my Becca highlighters that I really like are $38. Yeah, I have some highlighters that are up there. So $20 really isn't that bad. I don't know, is this brand sold in America? If anyone knows, can you leave it down in the comments? Now these 3 new highlighters look very interesting, I would say. They're kind of different to what we usually see for highlighters. You usually see like champagne or gold or like a peachy pink or, you know, along those kind of same lines. But this one has a really deep gold, almost like a antique gold. And then like a purple shade. And then the other one kind of looks like it has a green tint. So I don't know about this brand. I don't know how well their products work. But I just thought it was interesting just because I think the shades of these highlighters would typically be better suited for someone with deeper skin tones. And I think that's great. I think that's fantastic, but I don't feel like personally they would work on me. I have my duochrome, you know, Moonchild Anastasia Glow Kit, and that's enough color for my cheeks pretty much for highlight. Otherwise I just wear like a regular shade. So I'm gonna pass over it. Okay, I just want to quickly touch on the fact that Jaclynhill and Morphe's Vault collection did just relaunch, and then along with that, apparently she's coming out with brushes, and I'm more assuming that it's gonna be her favorite Morphe brushes. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know. She's wearing a crown of brushes, so that's, it says it will be available August 28th on the website. The brushes have white handles with silver details and JH before the number of each brush. I'm assuming it's brushes that Morphe already sells, just repackaged with the JH logo on it. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I mean, it's not far-fetched at all. I mean, she works with Morphe all the time. Am I gonna get it? No. I don't need any more brushes particularly. And if I do buy brushes, I don't usually buy sets anymore because I find like I don't use this or that brush, or, you know, adding too many brushes to a collection that I already have that's already large enough for me is just unnecessary. So I'm gonna pass on that, but that's great. Okay, so Kat Von D is coming out with what she calls a Dagger Tattoo Liner Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner Pen. She originally had the Trooper, in Trooper, she had a felt tip eyeliner pen. And by the looks of this one, it's chunkier and also it's slanted slightly. So I don't know, maybe that's making it easier to make a line or make a wing. I don't know really. And it says it's gonna be $20. What my thought is companies try and run with products in their line that work. So her tattoo liner works. A lot of people love it and repurchase it and keep buying it. And so this is kind of like a spin-off of that. Putting all of that aside, you know, with a different tip, maybe it's you want a thicker line and this makes a quicker, thicker line, or you have trouble with wings and this will help you like do a little wing in the corner. It might be good. I know the formula and everything of her original Trooper liner is amazing. I have used that in the past. So if it's the same type of liner formula, just in a different tip, I mean, that could be great. That could work. But yeah, I don't do liquid eyeliner that much anymore, so I will not be picking that up. Then last year, Lancome came out with a highlighter that looked like a rose, or it was a rose inside of a cardboard with the highlighter sprinkled on the rose, and it was like a really subtle like highlight, and everyone went crazy over it pretty much because it was a rose. Like, a rose is in my highlighter. I'm taking my highlighter off this rose right now. But now, bringing back the LaRoseParisian powder, but a golden shade. And it says coming soon, so there's no price or anything like that, but I'm gonna say it's upwards of $30. I'm like a hypocrite because I'll pay a lot more money for a Becca highlight than I would say a Lancome highlight. But I think it's just that this particular one doesn't appeal to me at all. Like, the packaging outside of the original one was really cheap. It was like a really cheap cardboard, but then the inside rose was really beautiful. But again, it was a subtle highlight, and I'm, you know, most of the time not using a subtle highlight. I like my highlight to be there and you can see it, okay? But no, this product wasn't made for me. If you're a Lancome collector, or you think this is a really cool product, the way it looks, the way it works, then it could be for you. But it's not calling to me. So we're getting releases for holiday already. It's August. It's August, okay? Just saying. Nars is coming out with a trio of highlighters called the High Voltage Highlighting Palette. It has 3 different colors, so like a really light champagne shade, a gold shade, and more of a bronzy shade. And that's going to be $42. Oh, okay, so the 3 highlighter names that are in the palette, they give this as well, which is really useful. Fort de France, 1977, and Queen. There's that. And then they're coming out with the Spiked Audacious Lipstick for $34 in Spiked Silhouette. I do like the Audacious lip formula. I have one, and I got it in like this weird color. That's besides the point. The point is, the formula is amazing. The packaging is amazing, it has magnetic closure, everything like that. So, $34. I have a hard time spending $34 on one lipstick. It was hard for me the first time, and I think I did it when there was like a VIB sale going on. And also it's a really dark color. It's a very vampy dark color, and that is just not my style for lippies. I like nudes or corals or, you know, some cooler tones, but that's just too deep for me. The highlighting palette looks really beautiful, and I've heard good things about their highlighters. I've never really tried an actual highlighting powder from them. I don't think that's that bad. For 3 Nars highlights, that's actually a decent price. So I might pick this up. If I see swatches further down the line and I decide I don't want it, then that's great. Oh, and the packaging is beautiful. Oh my God. It's got like spiky red plastic on the top. Oh man, that's cool. So I'm really interested in the highlight palette. The lipstick, not so much. Fresh Beauty is coming out with new Vitamin Nectar Antioxidant Glow Face Mist, which is alcohol-free multivitamin face mist that delivers a refreshing surge of essential antioxidant protection and an instant dewy glow. Now, my thought behind this is, first of all, that must smell amazing because it's orange smells. Either that or it's gonna smell like Pledge. So there's something to think about. I love face mists, and one that would smell like fruity, and it's also in an aerosol can, so that's amazing. That is great for like a nice continuous spray. You don't get like splotches of mist all over you. Oh man, yeah, I could go for that. That's definitely like in the back of my head. I would definitely pick that up. I don't know how many benefits I'll actually get from a vitamin C face mist, but you know. And if I forgot to say, the full size is $44. And okay, so Ofra is collaborating again with Nikki Tutorials from YouTube, and they're coming out with 2 new highlighters. They're both duochrome. So if you don't like duochrome highlighters, I wouldn't suggest these. But for highlights in general, I do like. Okay, so one is called Space Baby, and it's a highlighter with blue to lilac shift. And then they have Cloud 9, which is a highlighter with a pink to peach shift. Available August 21st. These both look gorgeous, but I just decluttered my face palettes and also my highlighters. And from those, I only ended up keeping my Anastasia Moonchild Glow Kit palette, which has those duochrome kind of feeling highlights in them, which are the same as these, like color shift wise. And I also got rid of a couple duochrome highlights I had from Makeup Geek. So I really pared down my collection to pretty much just regular highlighters and not so much like crazy out there highlighters. But I do think these are pretty. If I was going to pick one up, it would be like the peachy pink one, because I don't really need like a blue purple stripe of like bruise on my face or something like that. The pinky peach one is really, really pretty. I don't think I'm gonna get it, but very, very pretty if you're into those kind of things. So Real Techniques is coming out with new brushes again. I feel like they've had so many launches of different brushes, but like, do you, boo? Oh, and sponges. Ooh, 3 little sponges. And then like a brush. It's like a kabuki brush. And then there's like a fan brush and a couple eyeshadow brushes and buffing brushes and powder brushes. And this is a limited edition set of brushes. They're already available. So there you go. If you're interested in these brushes, they are available. And I really like Real Techniques brushes. These all range between $10 and $30. So, I love buying brushes, but at the same time, they get to be so expensive. And for a limited edition brush that it's not really calling to me. And I like Real Techniques brushes. I think they're really good. But, yeah, I'm gonna pass over these, but if you're looking for some new brushes, I would suggest them because the quality is up there. I would want to try the sponge though, so I might try the sponge. Maybelline just released another eyeshadow palette. They released the Lemonade palette for the summer, and now they're releasing the Soda Pop palette. Blue, purple, orange, berries, and they're all named by different drinks. Yeah. I've never been a big drugstore eyeshadow person, and I don't know if that sounds snobby. Is that snobby? I'm a makeup snob. Makeup snob, me. But I just find a lot of the time they're really powdery and the pigment isn't good enough to like blend a decent eye look on your eye, if that makes any sense. Anyway, I haven't tried any recently. I tried one a couple summers ago, but yeah. So I never really got along with Maybelline eyeshadows in the first place. This one, it's a very neutral palette, kind of like the Modern Renaissance and Soft Glam from Anastasia had a baby plus a purple. Why is that purple there? I don't get that. It could be nice formula. I didn't hear the greatest things from the Lemonade palette that they just came out with in the same format as this one. So yeah, just gonna pass. Oh, here's some beauty news that I thought was pretty interesting. The founders of ColourPop are launching a new skincare line. I'm all about skincare recently. Like, I'm really into that. I was really looking for a while for what to buy for my skin, what to use on my skin to keep it just smooth and soft and not dry and no texture, because I was dealing with all that. These are all reasonably priced because I think they're going along the same lines of ColourPop prices. It's called Fourth Ray Beauty and it's coming soon. They're gonna have a cleansing oil for $14, an AM to PM gel cleanser for $12, a Keep It Clear Clarifying Tonic for $10, the Lightweight Hydrator for $12, and the Later Hater Spot Treatment for $12. So those sound really interesting, and I do like ColourPop as a brand, and this is kind of an associated brand with them, so yeah, I'm excited about those, and they're very decently priced. The next thing I want to talk about is the new setting powder by Lux Beauty, and I've tried now the foundation and one of her liquid lipsticks that she has, and I really do like the foundation, and the lipstick is pretty good too. And now she's coming out with a loose setting powder. There is Classic for all skin tones. There is Brightening with a light peachy pink for correcting and brightening. And then also Golden for medium to deep skin tones. So that's good. And it's cruelty free. It says coming soon. Now, I'm interested in it, but I don't know if I'm gonna pick it up right away. I just opened a brand new Cover FX setting powder, and that has a lot of product in it, so I think I would feel bad if I got another loose powder at the moment because I already have some. And I don't use a lot of loose powder, you know? I use like to set under my eyes and like where I get creasing, but I don't set my whole face because I have dry skin. So while I think it's probably great, and I do want to pick it up at some point, I'm not going to pick it up anytime soon. Ooh, then Laneige, who has those wonderful lip sleeping masks. They're so good. But now they're coming out with 4 new flavors. Or scents. Well, 3 new scents and the apple one that they already had. Not apple, strawberry. The strawberry one. Ooh. They're also coming out with apple lime, which is green, grapefruit, which is orange, and vanilla, which is yellow. Now, my lip sleeping mask is almost gone. So I'm definitely gonna pick up another one. I think it's one of my holy grails. It's the best, like, chapstick type product. So for me, I am super interested. I'll probably try the apple lime. So next I want to talk about Jouer. Now last summer they came out with their rose gold collection. I did pick up that highlighter last year, and recently they launched their blush bouquets, which have 2 square pans of blush. So that way you can use one side or the other or mix them. So I'm still planning on picking up, I think, the one that's called Dormy, but they are having a second round of the rose gold collection. And in this collection specifically, they're re-releasing the highlighter, but also a blush bouquet with 2 blushes in it. And it looks so pretty. Like, it has like a lighter pinky color with like a more coral color. It looks so good. I'm really, really, really interested in picking that up. I really am. And they go for $30, so it is kind of expensive, but I feel like it's not that bad because you get two blushes, essentially. It's really not that bad. It's just a big chunk at once. So lastly, we'll end up on Pat McGrath. She's coming out with another Mothership palette, which has 10 shades in it. And by the swatches and the picture, I'm intrigued, but also not intrigued. I don't know how that happens. I mean, the price alone is $125. I don't think I could ever spend $125 on an eyeshadow palette. No matter how beautiful, no matter how stunning, who's making it, what child I have to sell. I don't have any children, I have a dog, but the point is, that's a lot of money. It's even more than like a Viseart palette. So while her quality, I've heard, is fantastic, the swatches look beautiful, the colors look gorgeous, and they look like colors I would use, can't justify it, man. Cannot justify it. Alrighty, so that concludes my first ever Will I Buy It? If you're inspired to film these videos, I encourage you greatly to do it. It gets you to think about what you're buying and what's out there at the moment and what's coming out, so you can prioritize and find out what you really don't need and what you really want. I think it's really important. I think this is a really good kind of like an exercise, kind of. It's also really fun. And also subscribe down below, and we'll see you real soon. Bye. I see the